I gained 8,868 followers in the last 11 days over on Threads. So I launched what I call a theme page. I'm not showing my face, I'm not revealing my name. I haven't shared this with anybody. I don't want my normal page or my personal page to influence anything. I don't want people to go, oh, well, you used your clout or your page or to grow it. I didn't use anything else. It's completely secret. My name is not attached to it at all. It is outside the Make Money Online space. It's a passion project of mine. And I launched the page April 20th. I've really done nothing with it. I was really lazy. You know, the first week I was active, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, at the end of June, I came across a lady's page, and her page inspired me. So June 28th, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to revisit this. I'm going to start posting content. So I use an app called Black Twist. I'll leave a link right down below, and I can schedule content with it on Threads. It's a cheat code. 90% of my content on Threads is posted with Black Twist. Like, I can sit down and hammer out a week's worth of content in 30 minutes. Like, I'm not joking. And just be done with the content creation portion. And that is why that is one of the reasons I love Threads. There's a lot of reasons, but that's one of them. You know, and so I created this theme page. And a theme page to me is no name, it's like a brand page. And you talk about one subject matter and you sell one thing. It's very focused, it's very niched down. You niche down to a specific, for example, let's say I wanted to talk about email marketing. I could create a theme page around email marketing. All my content would be around email marketing. It wouldn't be around affiliate marketing. It wouldn't be around creating content. It wouldn't be around starting a YouTube channel. It would only be around email marketing. And then of course my offer would be something revolving around email marketing. So it's very niched. That's my definition of like a theme page. You know, and other people have different definitions, but that's what I am building. And again, it's not in the Make Money Online, it's not in the entrepreneur space, it's a passion project. And so I started posting consistently on June 28th. You know, 5 to 8 posts a day. Again, I use Black Twist, so I can do this relatively quickly. And so I started pumping out content. Different styles, different frameworks, some of them are short, some of them are long, testing all kinds of shit. Well, over the last 11 days, I've found like 4 or 5 frameworks that work really, really well. And one of them is specifically calling out my target market. And when I say specific, I mean specific. You know, so I'm specifically calling out my target market. And that's been working really well. So I'm taking that framework and I'm reusing a variation of it. Because I'm like, okay, when I call out my target market, these posts are getting a shit ton of followers. Because on Threads, it'll show you what post is bringing all the followers. You know, and I have probably 5 or 6 that have brought in close to 1,000 or over 1,000 followers. So I'm taking those and I'm rewriting them, kind of remixing them, and reusing some of them, just copy and paste a week or 2 later type thing. My point is, I threw out 50 different frameworks, 50 different styles of content. And I found like 2 that worked. So I'm quadrupling down on those 2. And this applies to any social media. You know, I got some specific videos on here that work really, really well. And so I recreate those videos over and over. Now I don't do them back to back to back, you know, but I do them like once every 2 to 3 weeks. You know, it's basically essentially the same video. Because it's like, okay, it's worked before. You know, I have a video from like February that's got 40-some thousand views, and I recreated it in June or May, and I think that one has 28,000. And essentially it's the same video. You know, but so I find something that works and I quadruple down on it, is my point. So I'm building this theme page. I launched so how I use Threads, I don't really promote on Threads. I do a little bit. But what I like to use Threads for is I like to build my email list with it. And I promote my email list once a day on Threads. I do it on this theme page, and I do it on my personal Piss Off Boss page. And I sell in my emails. I prefer to sell in my email. It's way more effective and it's way more profitable than trying to sell on your social media. Now, I'm not saying I don't sell on Threads. I do. I would say 2 to 4 pitches a week. And I post probably 8 to 10 times a day. So if you do the math and the percentages, it's really not much. But I see so many people pitching like every other post on Threads, and they're like, it's not working. I was like, no, you can't pitch every post. Like the 80-20 rule is a good one. I like 90-10. 90% you're sharing value, 10% you're pitching. Like here on YouTube, I never pitch. I'll do a video and occasionally I'll say the link is down below, but that is it. Like I really don't pitch on YouTube, but I do make a lot of sales on YouTube, because I'm providing value, and you don't really have to like overly pitch if you're providing value. So anyways, that's how I'm using what I currently do on my personal page on Threads with this theme page. And it's working really, really well. I'm sitting at like 9,300 followers right now. June 28th, I had 511. I have multiple days where I've gotten 1,000 plus followers. And I launched the newsletter Monday. I have 37 subscribers. I'm launching the paid product on Friday. So in 2 days from now, I'm launching a paid product. And again, this is outside the Make Money Online entrepreneur space. It has nothing to do with making money or anything like that. It's completely separate. So I'm going to launch the paid offer on Friday. But my point in this is I use Threads to build my email list, and then I sell on my email list. I use YouTube. I have the very first link on every YouTube video links you to my newsletter. And people click that link, and then they jump on my email list, and then I sell in my email. Over on, I'm doing, like I said, I promote my newsletter once a day over on Threads. And it's the same thing. It goes to the same URL, adamdukes.com/newsletter. And it goes to my newsletter page. And I add anywhere from probably 5 to 20 people. It depends. If I have a post that does well, I'll get some more subscribers. And sometimes posts don't do well, so I don't get as many. But it's probably about 5 to 20 subscribers every single day. And then I send out an email, and I pitch in every single email. And I'm not going to go to my email strategy here, but my point is I'm using Threads to build my email list. And then I use my email list to make sales. I use my email list to pitch more so. I occasionally pitch on Threads. But it's the oldest business model in the online, it's the oldest online business model in the world. Build your list, email your list offers. It's fucking boring. It's unsexy. It's not flashy. It's been around since the dawn of the internet. If you go to Target or Best Buy or Old Navy or any of that, and you get on their email list and they send you out a daily email, you know why they do that? Because it fucking works. Because it works. And you can do it tactfully where it's not sales promo, sales promo, sales promo. I get compliments on my emails just about every single day. And I pitch in every single email. 90% of it's the story, and then maybe 5 to 10% is the actual pitch. So it's not like this hardcore pitch in my emails. There's a right way to do email, and there's a wrong way to do email. It doesn't matter what platform you use. It could be Threads, it could be YouTube, it could be Facebook, it could be Snapchat, it could be LinkedIn, it could be Instagram. I don't fill in the blank. Pick a platform you enjoy using and promote your email list. And email your email list with stories and offers. Like, it's really that simple. Build your list, email your list. You can use ads to build your list. I got friends that don't do any social media, and they just use Facebook and Instagram ads to build their list, and then they send emails to their list that way. You can do it that way as well. So you don't have to do social media. And it doesn't matter if you're selling a $10 ebook or a $5,000 plus coaching program. This same thing works. It doesn't matter what you sell. It doesn't matter if you're selling baseball hats. It doesn't matter if you're selling digital products. It doesn't matter if you're selling weighted vests. It works all the same. It works in any niche. It works on any platform. It works on physical products or digital products. Build your email list and email your email list with offers. You're going to be like, no way, it's got to be harder than that. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Like, that is it. That is like my business in a nutshell. Now, obviously, there's nuance to all of that, but that is my business in a nutshell. I put out content on social media, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, whatever, and then in my bio is a link to my newsletter. And they join my newsletter. And then I email them 6 times a week. I don't do it every day. I take Saturdays off typically. And I email them 6 times a week. And will you get unsubscribes? Of course you'll get unsubscribes. I don't care about those. I get more subscribers every day than I get unsubscribes. So it's a net positive every day. I might get 5 unsubscribes, but I picked up 17 followers, so net 12. I'm building my list every single day. That's the game. It's not sexy. It's not flashy. It's dull. It's boring. Most will just overlook this and go, no fucking way. No way. That's it. It works in any niche, any industry. It works on any social media platform. Build your list, email your list offers. That's it. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, eliminating all your excuses or any of your excuses. It really can be that simple, easy, and fun. Anyways, my name is Adam. I earn a living selling PDFs online. So if you have any questions about that, drop that right down below. Also, I do these videos Monday through Friday, one take, 0 edits, where I just ramble about a topic, a subject, whatever. So if you like the style video, hit that subscribe button. Also, I put up a video a couple weeks ago right here, how I'm averaging $540 each and every day selling silly little PDFs online. Check out the video. I share everything that I do, and you can take it and run with it and steal my strategy. So anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thank you.